Okay, so moving on, remember this neural plate that I mentioned here. So let's say this is the neural plate. As time progresses, it's going to fold such that it's going to fold this way to form this tube, right? This tube-like structure. This is what we call the neural tube. So let's bring this down here. So let's say this has folded. So you now have what you call the neural tube. Okay. Remember that the notochord is still going to be under, and you still have the somites by the side. Okay. Even although the neural plate is going to fold to form the neural tube, the ectoderm by the side is still going to overlay it this way. Okay. And you're still going to have the endoderm this way. Remember, you have the somites, you have the intermediate mesoderm, and you have that lateral plate mesoderm with these tubes. Remember the tubes that I discussed that were formed here in the lateral plate mesoderm. This is the primitive heart. Okay, so now what happens is you begin to have the fetus begins to fold craniocaudally and laterally. Okay, so imagine this plate is here. You have the fetus folding this way and also folding this way. Pardon the wrinkling. So it folds both laterally and craniocaudally, such that you now have a folding this way. So these two tubes are going to gradually come till they get to the center, okay, due to the folding. Now, as they fold too, this splanchnic lateral mesoderm is also going to come down along with the tubes to envelop or to surround the tube this way. Now, this endoderm is also going to fold such that it now becomes the gut tube. So this becomes another tube, the gut tube. Okay. Now, this part, this somatic mesoderm is also going to fold this way. Fold this way. This is going to fold here, and they are going to join, such that this space that was by the side here now becomes the pericardial cavity. Okay, so this is a little bit rough. So let me draw this smoothly. Okay, so remember, you have the notochord, right? Notochord, and you have the ectoderm. Okay, sorry, not the notochord. You have this is the neural tube. Sorry, this is the neural tube with the notochord under. So neural tube, notochord, ectoderm. You have the somites. And the intermediate mesoderm. Okay. Now remember, this endodermal layer, due to the folding, has already folded. This endodermal layer has already folded. Remember, this endodermal layer has already folded. So because of the folding, it becomes a gut tube. Gut tube. Okay, and this thing by the side, which contained the primitive heart tube, has also folded, right, to now lie at the center. And it's enveloped by the splanchnic lateral mesoderm, which is also attached to this tube here. Okay, and this space here, or this cavity, will now become the cavity that envelops this. So this becomes the primitive pericardial cavity. I hope we're all following. I hope I haven't lost you. Yeah. Okay. Now remember, this view is us looking at it this way, not this way. We are looking at it this way. We've cut it this way, so I'm looking at it this way. Now, if we want to look at this picture from this perspective, remember it's still a layer that has folded. Okay, you are going to have this neural tube here. So the neural tube is gonna be this big because it grows and it bends craniocaudally. All right. You also have the notochord, this black notochord, which has also bent. You also have the gut tube this way. Okay, the gut tube. Okay, now remember there's this ligament that is holding this primitive heart. Okay, so you have that ligament holding it this way. Okay, now these two tubes are going to fuse to become one, tube, and you have the pericardial cavity. Okay, so this is what you have. Okay, so this is remember this is a dorsal ligament. Okay, there's no ventral ligament. This is a dorsal ligament holding this. Okay, now there's something unique that happens. There's going to be a hole in this ligament. A part of it is going to degenerate. Okay, so it's just basically, imagine you have the dorsal ligament this way attaching the tube. A part of the dorsal ligament is going to degenerate. Okay, a part of the dorsal ligament is going to degenerate, and when this dorsal ligament degenerates, this tube that was previously straight and suspended is now going to sort of drop, and it's going to loop. This brings us to the cardiac looping, which I would explain later. But remember, this view, if we were to bring this tube out, the tube is divided into sections. Okay, the tube is divided into sections. Okay, and these sections will be, you have, if we bring this tube out, you have this part coming in, bringing in blood. Okay, this will be the sinus venosus. Okay. From there, it gets to the primitive atrium. From the primitive atrium, it gets to the primitive ventricles. And from the primitive ventricles, it gets to the bulbus cordis. Which then connects to the dorsal aorta. Okay. Now this is basically what we see here. All right. So to round up this first batch, remember this whole vascular system starts from the 3rd week. Okay. And all these events usually span from days 18 to days 22. Okay, so in the next video, we'll talk about the cardiac looping. We'll talk about how the heart, because this is not how all the heart looks like. We'll talk about how the heart loops to resemble the shape of the adult heart. We'll talk about the vessels that make up the sinus venosus, how some of them degenerate and are incorporated into the heart to become the heart as we know it, and we'll basically round it off, so you easily understand when they say one part becomes one part, when they say the conus cordis becomes the smooth out flow tract, and all of that. So stay tuned on this embryology lecture series. Thank you.